Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Golden Goal Show. Welcome to the Euros and Copa America for season Euro 2024 and episode 5. That's not the last one, but we'll still have one to follow up this. But yes, it's been such a great time in the Euros and the Copa America. And yes, it's been thunder and lightning with the game. It's been belters and a bit smelters with some of the teams kind of smelling up the gap. But it is what it is. Let's move on. But everybody, let me introduce you first to my co-host of the show, Solomon, who is a fan of Chelsea and cheering for France, but they are out. So, how are you, mate?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It was enjoyable while it lasts, but it's yeah, this year is different, but yeah, it's good. It's going good.
Nice. Love to have you on. And then also introducing another guest on the show. He is a great Brazilian man, and he goes by the name of Paulinho, who is a fan of Atletico Madrid, and I believe he was going for. Don't
The
tell me
Dutch.
the Dutch. Yes, the Dutch. Ah, yikes, the Dutch. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you, host?
I'm doing scarily okay. It's okay. Nice. Okay, well, let me introduce you to another guest on the show. We have a lot of guests now. His name is Arrigo, and he is a fan of Roma and Juventus. And his team he was cheering for in the Euros was, I don't know, what team?
Portugal.
Portugal. Ay, ay, ay.
Yes.
Not so soon. That was kind of. Sorry, I'll do it for you. Sorry about that. Yes, how are you, mate?
I'm doing good. I'm all right. I just took my dog out, so
Oh,
got
what
a
the
lot
dog
of.
doing?
Oh well, he's laying down now.
That's nice.
Yeah,
The dog deserves to lay down. Lovely.
yeah, he's a
Okay,
cutie.
that's great. And also introducing another guest on the show here today, and he is named Peter Giants, and he's going for his favorite teams are Arsenal and also the England because he is the English. So, how are you, Mister? How are you, mate?
Dinner at you.
I am good. Is England massive? Is it coming home?
Oh, you know what? Say it every year. It's coming home.
Okay, love to hear that from you.
It's
Okay,
coming home every year.
it's coming home every year. No matter where it goes, it will
No
come home.
matter.
Exactly. Okay, love to hear.
Semis, quarterfinals, group stage.
Yeah,
I'll never not say it at this point.
facts. We love that. A good fan right here. And also introducing another guest on the show. Lovely to have him on. He is an agent in the football world, currently an agent in Antwerp in Belgium. Love to have him on. Agent Dimitri, how are you, mate? I know your team, Ohio, Swagwan is to the finals. So hey, that could be. You didn't understand that joke. Yeah, I don't know. How are you, mate?
My grandma is actually Belgium.
Is she actually?
Yeah,
How?
she's from there.
How?
What do you mean how? She was born there.
Yeah, yeah, but you're like, aren't you like part like, you know, penguin?
No, no. I mean, my grandfather was from England, but it's kind of long and complicated story. But
Okay, that's
yeah, and
okay.
and it's even funnier because I grew up in Paris because of my grandpa's job and stuff.
Yes, of course. Is this the one time?
No, that's actually a real thing about
Okay,
me. So
love that. Thank you, mate. I'd love to
yeah,
hear your life story. Cheers.
yeah.
Okay, introducing another guest in the show. We have a decent amount of guests today, who's a fan of Chelsea and also a fan of I believe he is cheering for England in the Euros. Rodney, Edward Mendy.
Edward Mendy is here, and I love England.
Lovely. And with the guitar as well, too. That is absolute class. Thank you, mate.
Rob Mike.
Nice. Okay. Well, everybody, we are here for one reason. That is indeed the Euros. And they came in hard. They came in fast. And now it's down
Hey
to
yo.
two. Hey, yo. I don't want you to, do a little like that. I don't want you to do that. I want you just to chill out and let's just listen to some music. So, yeah, everybody, we know the Euros came here. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Yes, math. 24 teams in the Euro 2024, and now it is down to 2. And yeah, knockout stage was interesting. Spain versus Germany. We can just quickly go over what happened over here. It was indeed 2-1 for Spain, and Doni Olmo and scored in the 51st minute. Then it was Florian Wirtz in the Germany minute. Love that for me. In the 89th minute, making it 1-1 in the last bits of the second. But then Michael Jordan himself of the football world, Michele Moreno, with a towering header over the German defense, over the German wall. Am I gonna get in trouble for that? I don't think so. And yeah, scoring a goal for Spain. And then Danny Carvajal getting a red card in the 126th minute because he is a shithouse. Love him. Yeah, so yeah, Spain advances. And then the next game was indeed Portugal versus the Francia. And yes, it was a decent game, not the game you'd expect, but it was Portugal and France who were doing not so good. Yes, 0-0 all the way to full time, all the way to the round of 16. That is not the answer. All the way to extra time, then to penalties. And yes, France beat Portugal. Mr. Sue went home, and João Felix missed a penalty. Yikes, Mr. João Felix. That is tough, very tough couple of years for him. So yeah, good job for France winning that. And yeah, good job. Yes, love that. So France advanced to play Spain. That is crazy. But then it was Netherlands and Turkey. And yes, this was a decent game, with first goal scored by Turkey by Semit Akadem in the 35th minute, then scored by Steven de Vrij in the 70th minute for the Netherlands, and then an own goal for Mats Müller in the 76th minute, making it 2-1 for the Netherlands. And yes, that was the result in a red card for Virtug Ozir Yildirim in the 96th minute. Yes, 2-1 for Netherlands and advancing to the semi-final. Then the next game was indeed England versus Switzerland. A good, very good game actually here, but you thought England was going to win, but no, they didn't. It went all the way to penalties, but first, Briel Imbolo scored for the Switzerland in the 75th minute. Then Bukayo Saka, that's how Chunks would say it, scored in the 80th minute with a beautiful strike toward the left-hand side of the Switzerland goal, beating Jon Sommer. But then went to extra time, nothing in this extra time, but then to penalties. And England finally doing well in penalties, and shout out to them doing good in penalties. And yeah, good job for them. Shaky game for them, but still they advanced, and that's all they needed. And then now, yes, it is indeed on to the semis. Yes, the semi. I like semis. That's okay. Yes, it was Spain and France, which was indeed 2-1 for Spain. And it was first a goal for the youngster, Randal Koulibaly, who missed the goal in the final for France. But yes, getting a goal in the 9th minute with a beautiful cross by Kylian Mbappé. And yeah, great towering header from him. Not really towering, but yeah, tapped it in. Nice one. Then, of course, the youngster, the 16-year-old who could be playing Fortnite at himself, doing so many things by himself. That sounds odd. But yeah, scoring in the 21st minute with a beautiful left-footed curler outside the box, left side of the right side of the box, going the left-hand corner of the goal, beating Mac Mignon. And yeah, great goal for him. Now he is currently the youngest goal scorer in the European competition. Shout out. But then 4 minutes later, Dani Olmo, the nice super sub that came in for Pedri, and yeah, scoring a nice goal. And yeah, good team play for Spain and beating France. France actually looked decent in this match, but it is Spain, and that is pain. Aha, very funny. But yes, yeah, that was indeed the first semifinals with England. Oh, JK, that's not a spoiler. With Spain advancing to the final. Then it was Netherlands and England. And yes, Netherlands, definitely a difficult game for them, and could have seen some. I don't know. It's difficult, but yes, first it was a goal for Xavi Simons with a beautiful, kind of a wank. That's a wonky shot. Okay, that is not the word I wanted to use. A wonky shot by Xavi Simons, just powered through from the top of the box and past Jordan Pickford. So yeah, great goal for him. But then it was Harry Kane with a penalty. Was it a penalty? Was it not? There's many people that could say either or. It was contact in the box, and that is in the rules of FIFA. I know it might be little contact, but it is contact. And I know if the Dutch had the same thing, they would have definitely called for it. Arms in the air, legs in the air. So, yep, Harry Kane getting a penalty and putting it away for the 18th minute. But then it was Ollie Watkins when everybody thought this would go into the extra time and maybe penalties and maybe it would have dragged out for England, something else would be happening. But Ollie Watkins, the Aston Villa striker, with a nice pass from Cole Palmer. And yes, right to Ollie Watkins, turning against the Dutch defender, hitting it right between his legs to the bottom left corner, beating the goalie for the Dutch side. And yes, winning for England. And yeah, great game. I guess I can just ask, everybody. I'll ask Peter, English fan, what did you think about the match? Netherlands and England.
It was definitely better for us, in terms of how we've been playing in the previous games, right? It was funny in that Switzerland game, we kind of figured out like, hey, like formation wise, we changed from having Foden on the wing and put him and Bellingham in the middle, and then having Saka and Trippier kind of being wing backs, but playing some defense. But again, wing backs are going up and down the side. So I think that really worked. Like he kind of figured it out, and we've done that formation since. Worked with the Netherlands game. In that game, I think we were definitely the better team. The Xavi Simons goal, that was just that's just insane. You can't really do much about that. I mean, yeah, I think they clocked at like 116 miles an hour. Like, it's just a good shot. But this whole Euros, we've been like a reactive team. So, like, honestly, when we went down, it was super early, 7 minutes. So I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this is what we kind of need. Because even though we were like still attacking before that, but just kind of kicks them into another drive or another gear. So I thought that went pretty well. I'm kind of glad that happened. And then you have that penalty. I mean, I think it was a flat out penalty. Yeah, he's trying to block the ball, misses, studs are kind of up, hits his foot, right? I mean, it's like you said, like if it was the other way around, the Dutch would call it a penalty. There was like a potential handball with Saka before then. Hits his right. I mean, people say it hit his left hand. It actually hit his right hand. But again, it was like tucked in, right? If you're gonna call that a handball,
like Cucurellas.
yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna call that a handball, then Cucurella's should have been a handball, and his is like down by his side, like kind of further out from his body. So, I mean, I think a lot of Dutch people on Twitter and stuff like that saying like like that Ajax guy. I think his Ajax is his name or something like that. He keeps saying how like he should have been a pen, like the ref was terrible, and it is kind of suspicious because that ref has been done in the past for match fixing and has been banned. I don't know if it was banned, but it was something happened with him. And Bellingham was actually someone who called him out on it. So I was kind of worried it would be the other way around, where he would be biased towards the Dutch. But I thought he did an okay job. But I think at the end of the day, we definitely deserve to go through, based off the performance that we gave and then the performance that the Dutch gave. And Ollie Watkins, he needs to start in that final, or at least come on a little bit sooner.
I would.
Because Kane was a little bit better this game, and he scored the penalty. But again, it's a penalty, right? I mean, anybody could have stepped up, especially after the penalty shootout against the Swiss and the performance that those players gave in that penalty shootout. Like, I mean, he's kind of one of those players with this tournament where it's like he's kind of shit, but he like does enough, like scores a goal, scores a header, penalty, whatever. But I'm happy with it. I'm going into this game with some hope, but I think Spain are probably the clear favorites.
Just a little bit, but do you think the Gareth Southgate subs finally actually made a difference for once? I guess.
Yeah, no, definitely. But he's a reactive guy. At least in this tournament, he's decided to be reactive, right? None of our substitutions have happened until we've been losing. So, it's worked so far. It's weird. We're all calling for him to leave, and maybe still, but it's in hindsight. It's 3 out of 4 semis and 2 finals during his tenure, the best since 1966. So, it's kind of hard. You slag him off, but then it's like, well, shoot, we're here. So.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll talk about the final in a little bit. So, okay, I guess, is anybody else? I know English been here, but does anybody else want to say anything about any of these matches? I guess. Rigo, do you want to say anything? I see you're unmuted right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm unmuted. Okay. I didn't even notice. I think Turkey Netherlands was a pretty solid game. I I think Turkey. Well, I'm more biased to Turkey, so I obviously wanted them to win, but they put a solid performance this whole Euro tournament. The Austria-Turkey game really kind of, showed everyone that, Turkey is on level to play. And this, I guess people were going at it with like the idea that they might have beaten Netherlands, and that didn't happen, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Regarding the England and Netherlands game, yeah, I kind of agree with the fact that like we kind of bash Southgate a lot because of what he does, but it works. So either he knows something we don't, or we know something he doesn't. His subs should definitely be earlier. Like he has to like sub other players that haven't really played, like Oli Watkins. Yeah, like Oli Watkins, that guy ended up being the deciding factor of the game. So he honestly just has to do better subs for the final because the way he reacts, like he said, since he's a reactive coach, if Spain has enough time to score two or three, like back to back to back, then England's gonna be screwed. Even if he does react, like kind of to their pace, he's gonna be subbing and subbing and subbing, and England's already gonna. I mean, Spain's already gonna be on their groove, so it's gonna be hard to match that. So he just has to like sub more. I think smart, more efficiently. Yeah.
We'll talk more about the final, but yeah. Yeah, Mr. Paulinho, got anything you want to say about these two matches?
I mean, I thought going back to the Spain-Germany one, I thought that was pretty easily the game of the tournament. I mean, they were the two best teams all tournament by far, in my opinion. So, and in most people's opinions. But as far as the Netherlands-England game, I don't. I thought well, technically it's a penalty by like by the like rules of the game, by the law, but when do you ever see those given? That's the thing. I mean, I think the Netherlands got kind of complacent after they scored as well. So I think it was coming either way. And then towards the end, well, especially after Depay got injured, they lost a bit of firepower. And towards the end, England looked a lot more like scoring than they did. Maybe they were waiting for penalties or something, but I think the finals, like, this is the best final we could have gotten from the semifinal stage.
English or Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I honestly, what did you say? Were you gonna say something?
I said C.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
Nice.
mean, I would have preferred England, Spain over Netherlands or France getting there. So
Yeah. Love that. Okay. Anybody else want to say anything about these last two matches right here? I mean, well, yeah, matches. Yeah. Edmond Mendy, you want to say anything?
I just have one question. English or Spanish?
Mandarin.
Whoever moved, I can't do Mandarin. You're smart for that. Cheeky boy. Well, I'll save it for another day. That's all I have to say.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Solomon, you got anything you want to say about these two matches right here?
Yeah, I thought Germany really deserved, in the way they were playing, Germany deserves to like really go through win the way. And then also that was, I don't know why he waved that off, but that was definitely a penalty. Like he was attacking his arm, but at the same time he was not fully but his arm was fully away from his body, and you can like kind of tell. I think that in another day, another referee, that could have been a penalty for sure. And he said that as well. I think Kukurea said the same thing. He's like, well, It did. Obviously, it's visible, but at the same time, we have to go with the referee's decision, which tells you he thinks that's clearly like, yeah, it's a penalty, but he got away with it. And I thought this was a good matchup of so far. Like, that was really good. That was really challenging. And the Germans, I think, for me at least, they were the better team. And when it comes to, yeah, I think they got lucky, but also at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, Spain was amazing as well. They were just two great like teams.
Yeah.
I thought they deserve like their fair share, their fair share of like, you know what I mean? Like, at least if you, I don't know. I think if they equalize by then, we would have another an amazing 30 minutes, and then you would have to like, it would be the game would have been decided fairly. But also Spain has been like great. They haven't lost a single game so far, and they're playing amazing. They have young talented squad, and then they have I don't know. I think they have like a pretty amazing squad. So you can't really say that kind of taints their record, but
Yeah.
at the same time, no, that was a pretty good match so far. I thought that was like, at least in terms of quality, that was the game of the tournament, and they had everything going for that. Um, Spain, France. I thought France underwhelmed. Like they were not that good. Like
It was like that the whole tournament though, so
yeah, that's
this was like
it.
this was like their best game, I would say. So
Yeah,
which kind of says is kind of sad, but it is what it is.
true. Yeah, but I thought I was expecting more from them, and then yeah, England. I think it's just like it had been barely just a luck basically. I don't think they perform in a way that they're supposed to. They were lucky against Slovakia. They were lucky against like the only thing that I
Switzerland.
can think of is was like that was well deserved. Has been like few games where they are like really dominant and they work for their win. They were purely being luck, and all the subs. I don't know what he's waiting for, but again, it works for him. He makes substitutes too late, but also they come in and they are very effective, and they kind of give him a momentum to go to. But at the same time, I don't know we don't know what he knows or why he does the thing he does. I think it works. This last time, well, I guess all the subs has been too late. I think with Tony with the penalty shoots, everything, all those players has been coming in, and then also I think some of them actually came in for the very purpose of taking a penalty, like Trent. So I think he was in this type of tournament, like really plays um a big factor for me at least. They were really lucky, and somehow they worked their favors, everything. And then even with if you see the Ollie Watkins shots, it's like the angle that he's shooting it from and the way it rolled into the very far corner. It's like I don't know. It's like there are some days where like, well, there's some tournaments like they had very clean contact with the ball, and the ball just gears to the left. And in a different day, that could have been different. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
luck has played a much more prominent feature for them than anything else for me, at least.
Yeah.
I think we've been riding the moments.
Yeah.
Like moments like that, like the Saka goal, the Bellingham bicycle kick, the Ollie Watkins shot. It's like they're all brilliance. Like they're all things that like we know they can do. It's just that it seems to happen in the last minute, or you know what I mean. And Saka has always been a defensive team, so I think that it's just frustrating to watch. So because obviously we have the talent and the potential, and it does come out, but it's just the style of play is just not very exciting for the team that we have.
Yep. But yeah, honestly, I could say that England they did decent in the Spain versus Netherlands one. Like they looked better than they ever were because they been playing more together. So that's fair enough to them. So yeah, very nice. Love that so much. Dimitri, Agent Dimitri, football agent here. Do you want to say anything about this match that
I want to
happened
say
here?
one thing.
Yes.
If there would be no penalty, if there was some Hawk Tua on it.
Say that again. Say what did you just say? Say that again. What? Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, sure. I like that. Okay. Okay, moving on. That was did not expect you to say that. Love that. Okay, moving on now to the final. It is indeed here. It is gonna be Spain and England. So yes, gonna be crazy, gonna be great. I guess we can just right now just say some predictions. And I am not gonna go first because by the way, if you don't know, my computer's warming up. If you didn't see the pop-up for the past like 17th billion time, my voice mod application right now is glitching, so it's warming up just like the games this weekend. Haha, very good innuendo. Okay, lovely. So I will go ahead and ask. I'll just go from the very bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. Solomon, mate, what is your prediction for the final? English or Spanish? I know it's hard. It's a hard question, but I believe that you can answer this one. But if not, if you're scared, I'll come back to you. So no worries. Okay, you know what? He is a bit shy. So well, Rigo, I see you popped up here. What about you? What's your predictions for this final? English or Spanish?
I think Spanish.
Okay. What are you saying for the goal? Zzz.
Uh,
Yeah.
I really hope it's a high scoring game. Like I'm so tired of. Oh, well, it's not that I'm tired of it, because these teams have to play more smart. Like as they progress in the tournament, they have to, make less mistakes, and so it usually ends up being like a 1-0 game or like penalty. But I really hope it's like a 3-4, like high scoring game.
Yep. You can only hope so. You can really hope so. So you're saying 3-4 for
Spain,
okay.
4 goals, hat trick from the boy Alvaro Morata.
Okay, well, now I don't know if you're dreaming or you think you're dreaming, but yes, maybe. Love that. Okay, asking the next guest, Mr. I'm gonna ask the Chelsea goalkeeper, Mr. Edouard Mendy. Rodney, what are you saying for this one? English or Spanish predictions?
Español, porque Yamal es
Muy
mucho.
bonita.
Hey.
Oh, wait, that's illegal.
I agree.
That's illegal.
Oh yeah, we caught him. We caught him in 4K, guys.
Damn it!
FBI, open up.
I mean, the cop's already here, so it's fine. Don't worry about
Benzema.
Got him, boys.
Yep.
I'm happy about that. Anyway, though, no, I think it's going to be Spain for one reason only, mainly coming down to the managerial, the way the manager is operating Spain compared to England. Like Peter was saying earlier, they're a reactionary team, and with Spain, I don't think that's a really good idea. I feel like England has a star. I feel like everyone knows that England has the stars to probably do better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's probably not going to happen just because of the managerial experience. And we got a young Yamal and Nico Williams that I feel like is going to tear up, not Kyle Walker, but will probably tear up Kieran Trippier. Just because you're putting a right back at the left back position, which is, I just think, kind of wild because you can't really do anything on the left. Although they've kind of fixed that and they've gone down the left side a little bit more, they always end up attacking on the right. And it's just I feel like it's a big weakness that Spain is going to expose.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So did you say your final score? What do you think it's going to be?
I'm going to go with a solid 3-2 Spain.
Okay, wow. Good. Love that. Love that. Very nice. Okay. Paulinho, the Brazilian, what are you saying for this one? English or Spanish? And what's your score predictions?
Español.
Damn.
Pienso que no, not just kidding. In the first in the beginning of the game, I think Spain will take like a 1 or 2 goal lead. I kind of agree on the Trippier things. I don't know if they'll even follow through with that. They just have no one that offers width on the left.
Hmm.
And even though I think all the soccer stuff is kind of BS,
Which
if
one?
they played like a 5 back and had like I don't know, I think Southgate's still kind of unsure on what to do with his team as well. But even like I think Saka you could put on the left and he'll still be able to beat his man, hold the width. Um, and you could put Palmer on the right, or you could do the opposite and put. I think Palmer on the left would be fine as well. But
Yep.
just someone that can offer some service down the left hand side, and offer some width, because that's why I think the England team's lacking. I think it's gonna be interesting to see Cucurella against Yamal. I mean, Cucurella's been really good this tournament. But Yamal's, especially in the last few games, has been really, really good. Um, and then Nico Williams up against Kyle Walker. That's going to be interesting because Nico Williams kind of got pocketed a little bit by Jules Koundé last game. So I think something similar could happen there. But yeah, I think the difference is going to be the midfield. I mean, Spain have the best player of the tournament so far, Fabian Ruiz. So, yeah, I think he'll make the difference.
Nice. So, what's your final score prediction?
Spain go up to England score late. And it ends 2-1.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. I guess we can ask now, Mr. Solomon, if you're here, mate. What is your score prediction? What is your English or Spanish?
I think this is gonna be surprising, but I think the English has what it takes to win it this year. I think
Okay.
because here's the thing, like this whole tournament, I don't know if I've been like I haven't been on the social media, but it hasn't been hyped up like the last time. The last time was like everyone was just hyped up and
Really? I thought this one was like
they were jinxing it for
amazing.
themselves. I thought this time it was just being everybody is being like really realistic. Like we're just supporting our boys. You know what I mean? If they do great, that's great. You know what I mean? That hasn't like. It just seems like the whole atmosphere seems like very supportive to me.
Yes.
And then the people that are working at this and also or like he seems to make like decisions that only are like we don't see that a lot like that are only just visible to him, I guess, for the coach. And it's very it feels like very independent. There's no outside pressure or there's no the supporters. So it's like it just seems like footballing decision, and then everybody's kind of buying into the process of like time and time again he has done his own thing and it kind of worked out. He have sub people, and then also I don't know, the whole Spain thing seems I don't know, like they gotten away with a lot of stuff, to be honest. The handball, like the red card, that was clear and obvious. I thought they
For Cucurella?
no, like even with the Carvajal's like he wasn't even trying for the ball. Like you can literally see. And then they were when they were playing with, they were kind of nefarious with a lot of their activities. I kind of found that like very, like yeah, and I just hate people to win like that. And I think the last time. Who was it? I can't remember who, but they were pushing somebody down to the ground to the glasses. And they were just onto the grasses. They were just on the ground. I think it was
Was that kind of a how when he pushed like the guy's
uh,
head in the ground?
yeah, like the guy is down already. Like, what more do you want him? Like, that's kind of like, what? That wasn't that like that shows you like they're willing to do like dirty things to get, and then the English are they kind of manage the game pretty well so far, and they have a very good game management, and you kind of can see that at the beginning of like the game against with the Netherlands, they were way up, like higher up, and then you
Mhm.
can see him slowly just peeling back everybody. And then also the subs do make a difference. I don't know what techniques they are going to use, or whether Luke Shaw is going to come back on the right, or Trippier is going to continue. That's going to be an interesting matchup with Yamal. And on the left, it's going to be like a matchup in every aspect. And then in the back, whether he's going to go with 4 or 3, like he have with Marquez, and that with the English for sure.
Okay, what's your
Even though the
prediction?
record,
What's your score?
I'm gonna say like they're gonna drag it out into the over like extra time 30 minutes, and it's gonna be 1-0 or something.
Okay, fair enough. Nice. All right, last but not least, Mr. Agent Dimitri, what is your English or Spanish? What is your prediction for scoring?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say it's gonna be English.
Okay. Whoever
You know why?
why?
Because they have that Hak Toa on it.
Oh, it's fantastic. All right. So no score prediction, just Haktua. Love that. Okay. Yeah. I mean I mean for me, it's really tough. I'm gonna say for this one Spain, because I kind of had the feeling when they beat France, and they're just freaking powerful. But if England can put up a fight and beat them, sorry Peter, if England can put up a fight and take him to extra time, I could see England winning it in extra time possibly. So, but if there's a goal for Spain, I don't know. I'm just gonna say right now, I believe it'll be I want to say a 3-2, but I don't think there'll be that many goals. 2-1. I'll say 2-1 for Spain. But if it goes extra time, I will say it will be 2-1 for England. So yeah, there is my semi prediction. Love that. Okay. Yeah, that was indeed the Copa America. No one actually predicted it correct for this. So yeah, Rodrigo, you said Portugal versus Italy. No.
Yeah, that was definitely off.
Paulinho, you said Germany versus Netherlands. You were close, but yeah. Solomon, you said Germany versus. Oh, you said England for the final. Hey, you didn't stick with
Hey,
your gut. You should have said England. Ah, man. Nice try though. Nice try. And then Dimitri said Chris Pratt Mario versus English to Spanish, and as for the winner, he said Plan B. So, are you still sticking with that prediction, Mr. Agent Dimitri, or do you think you're gonna change?
I'm just gonna say you gotta give it some Hak Toa.
You just learned what memes are. That's fantastic. Okay. Yes, and then another one for S. I forgot who this was. They said France and Romania. Who the hell said this? Oh, wait, no. Oh, did I say this? I did say this. Oh,
Probably.
that was stupid. Yeah, who else would put Romania in the fight? Okay, yeah, moving on swiftly. Another one said for this one, I don't know who did this as well too, it was France versus England in the final. That's close, but no. Yes, but yeah, the Euro 24 stats, just to get into that. Top goal scorers is still Makadatsu for Georgia for 3, Musiala with 3, Hakpo with 3, Dani Olmo with 3, Kane with 3, and Srans from Slovakia with 3. Assist, the top one is Yamin Yamal, the 16-year-old kid from Spain, Ada Gula from Turkey for 2, Xavi Simon from Netherlands with 2, Fabian Ruiz from Spain with 2, and Pras from Austria with 2. Then the passing accuracy, people who got the most minutes played and also the most passes played percentage-wise, Klein Heisler from Hungary with 100% passing accuracy, Mogos for Romania with 100%, Alibek from Romania with 100, and then Gonçalo Ramos for Portugal as well too. Then onto the saves. For the most saves in the tournament, it's Marmash Dazavili for Georgia with 29. Amazing goalkeeper. I mean, he tried his best. Then Verbruggen from Netherlands with 18. Nietzsche with Romania for 16. Mike Mignon from France with 16. And then Mert Günyok from Turkey with 15. Then the last segment is balls recovered for defenders. I mean, just everybody, I guess. But yes, the first one is Koundé from France with 41. Then second is Rice. Yeah, tied actually with first with 41 as well too. Then third is Marquehi from England with 40, and then fourth is Rudiger with 38. Lovely stuff, and yes, I am so excited for this final. It's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be great. I don't think it'll be as much fireworks as Copa America, but it will be very interesting. But speaking of Copa America, let us get into that right now. So yes, Copa America, there was 16 teams. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Nice. Yes, Argentina versus Ecuador. We're just gonna do a little quick run up into this one. It was 1-1, and Argentina won 4-2 in penalties. And yes, very very lucky for them. Then next one was Venezuela and Canada. It was 1-1 and 4-3 for Canada in penalties. Good job for them. Then Colombia versus Panama. 5-0 for Colombia, battering Panama. And yes, Colombia looking strong. Then it was Uruguay and Brazil, where it was 0-0 to the very, very end of the game. 4-2 for Uruguay, and a red card for Uruguay being naughty. I mean, all these games were very shaky, very feisty, and that's what we love about Copa America. Very, very good. And then it was on to the semifinal, where it was Argentina versus Canada, and only kind of one winner. If you talked about maybe the first 20 minutes, Canada could have came up with maybe a goal, but I don't know if they would have, stood the chance of Argentina, and it was 2-0 for Argentina. So yeah, good job for them. And the scores for that one actually was indeed Julian Alvarez in the 22nd minute and Lionel Messi in the 51st minute. Very weird shot for Lionel Messi, but hey, I get to say his name, and that means that's good. A lot of clicks. And then it was Uruguay and Colombia. A lot of fireworks in this one, definitely a lot of fireworks, where it was 0-2, 0-1 for Colombia. And yes, Uruguay, very disappointing, honestly, with Jefferson Lerma scoring a header in the 39th minute, the Crystal Palace man, and a red card for Daniel Munoz elbowing. I don't know why he's trying to do some jiu-jitsu or something like that in the 46th minute. Then it was another red card for Guillermo Varela in the 98th minute for Uruguay. And yeah, there was a fight in this game after the game where the Uruguay players went into the stands to fight some Colombian fans, I guess. So very interesting. I don't know why, but hey, does anybody know why that fight happened? I just know it was like Colombians were throwing stuff at the Uruguay, I guess the Uruguay players. Does anybody know anything about any of that? Nah.
I think it's because like some of the fans were attacking some of the family members of the players.
Oh,
Yeah, and
okay.
then they were like they had to get into it, and
Jeez.
yeah, I think that's what they say. Like that's why Darwin Nunes was getting into it and with the fans.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that's what it was.
Fair enough. Okay, lovely. But yes, on to the final, which is indeed Argentina versus Colombia. And yes, this will be a very interesting one. I see a lot of fireworks that are happening in this one. I mean, it's Copa America. What do you expect to win this? So I believe Argentina won the last one, so Colombia is definitely gonna try to push for one as well too. So they've won before. Both of them won one before, so I mean more than one, but yes, it'll be interesting. I guess we'll just ask for some predictions right now. Rigo, what are you saying for this one? Argentina or Colombia? And what's your prediction?
My prediction is Colombia.
Colombia. What's your score
Yeah.
prediction, mate?
The score is gonna be really tight. It's gonna be a 2-1 score. Colombia
Ooh.
probably scores. I wanna say they'll score an early goal,
Okay.
and then Argentina will, take it easy and pick up the flow slowly, and then they'll end up equalizing like a little after halftime.
Okay.
And then Colombia will get like a goal in the 70th minute, and then they'll just park the bus, or they'll play defensive as well.
Okay. Nice. Like that. All right. I will just go down the list. Mr. Paulinho, who are you saying for the Colombia and Argentina match? Winner. Yes, winner, whatever it's the winner of the Argentina and Colombia match. It's okay. You don't have to say it if you're nervous. I understand. It's very scary. It's a scary world out there. I would know right now. Okay, you know what? I'll come back to you later. It's okay. No need to be shy. Mr. Solomon, What are you saying for Argentina and Colombia? Score prediction, mate.
This is gonna be another I'm like the ethics police over here, but I think I don't know. Argentina has been cheating their way into this final. Has just been crybabies in every step. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Even Colombia are not the nicest, but I think they have a fair shot to win it. James Rodriguez is working overtime, like playing pretty good, making assists. I think Colombia have pretty yeah, I'm gonna say Colombia for sure. And I like Colombia for a long time as well.
Nice. What's your score prediction? What are you saying?
I'm gonna say 2-0.
Okay, fair enough. Love that. All right. We can go ahead and ask the English fan, Peter the Giant. What are you saying for Argentina and Colombia?
So you want to ask me for this final, but not the Euro one?
Did I not ask you for the Euro?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, you know what? Actually,
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna do both right now. What are you saying for the Euro final? Jesus Christ!
Well-
You should have said something. Damn.
I texted you.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine.
Oh,
Well, I guess if we're going back, then I think it's going to be another defensive game. I mean, England are probably the best defensive team in this Euro. I think Rice and Menu, despite how good the Spanish midfield is, I think they'll still dominate possession. I think in that stat thing you had, they had like the most takeaways or something like that. Rice was up there with Gay, so I think they will definitely control the flow of the game. I think it'll end. I think it'll be 1-1. It's going to be another boring one.
Ooh. Oh,
It'll be
damn.
one. I think it'll be another 1-1, maybe 2-1. But I'll say 1-1 penalties. I've said that for all of the games we've had in the knockout. Every time I've said 1-1 pens.
It's English heritage.
It did happen one time, so I thought it might happen a few more times. But I think we control the game really well. And I think when we make substitutions, they're attacking substitutions. I don't think we ever need to make defensive substitutions unless it's like Shaw with Trippier. I wouldn't be surprised if Shaw starts because I think he's been warming him up for that.
Yeah.
Now it is a big game, so maybe that's a reason to not. But yeah, I think you know, I'll be the only one to say it. Well, I guess someone else said it as well. I'll say England on pens. I think if it goes to pens, I think we definitely win.
I would love to see that actually. I mean, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you, mate.
And then the Copa.
Copa's
I haven't really watched a lot of it. I know what was saying about South American soccer is kind of ironic in the sense that they're very aggressive, but then they also act a lot. I don't know if you saw that one Argentinian player who never got touched and went down like
blue
he
tick
got
tackle.
shot.
We know.
Yeah,
we know.
So they are kind of like disgusting in that sense. But and that
That's
goes
Messi's bodyguard right there.
He's coming after you.
Watch it. Yeah, watch what you say. He's gonna come after you.
But I'll say Argentina 3-1. I think Argentina will win pretty comfortably.
Fair.
But Colombia are definitely good enough to win themselves, but I think Argentina will pull through.
Okay, fair enough, mate. Okay, I'm going to ask now Mr. Rodney. What are you saying, Argentina or Colombia?
I say Argentina because when you score, you make the Barca sing. Messi on the wing, Messi on the wing. Every time you're on the ball, we know.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be a goal.
You messed up. You messed up the damn tone of it. You messed up. It's when you score, you'll make the Celtics sing. Jota on the wing, Jota on the wing. When he scores, he'll make the Supers go. He's gonna be a goal. The Superstar from Portugal. Na, 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 na.
I tried to do it Messi, but Argentina, man. Yeah. I think it'll be because of just Messi. I think the refs and the acting of Argentina and your singing will get them through, honestly. I think those three combined will make it. We'll let them win it all.
Okay, fair enough, mate. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Agent Dimitri, what are you saying for your prediction for Argentina and
Tua.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna say Colombia for that. Okay, I think I asked everybody. If I didn't, I am very sorry. But yes, we can go on to Paulinho. What are you saying for Argentina and Colombia?
Well, first, I mean, I want to say on the England-Spain game, that was actually a good point. The England's defense has been really good so far, and Spain's defense has kind of been shaky at a lot of points, in my
Did I
opinion.
ask you?
Like,
Did I ask you for the Euros 2024?
no, sir.
I did not. Are you no?
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
Oh my
serious?
god, that's two.
That's two. That's damn. That's shit. Oh
He
my
is right though. I did hear Peter Drury on the commentator say Danny Olmo's
No,
name a lot.
I think you did ask me, but like
Oh.
I had some revising points to make. I was
Oh
gonna
my
say
god.
that in every single knockout game, Spain's defense has been tested pretty heavily. I mean, France had their best attacking game of the tournament against them. Germany was really good against them and put them up against the wall for the majority of the game. And then even Georgia for like the first 30 minutes were really, really threatening against them. So um, I'm not feeling as confident about the Spain pick as originally, but I guess back to the Copa America.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the same case as in the Euros where the best two teams of this tournament have already played each other. I thought Uruguay and Colombia were the most convincing teams for me in the tournament, and I was going to take the winner of that game. So I'll go Colombia and James Rodriguez to get his MVP back that he should have won for the 2014 World Cup.
Okay, fair enough. Love that. Okay, nice. I believe that is everybody for this team. And just to get some quick little stats for Copa America so far, the top goal scorers are, I'm not going to list everything. It is first with Lautaro Martinez with 5 games played and 4 goals scored. Then it is our boy here on the show, Solomon Rondon for Venezuela for 4 games played and 3 goals. Then Daniel Munoz for Colombia, the Crystal Palace man with anger issues, 5 games played and 2 goals scored. Then Darwizi Nunez for Uruguay with Liverpool player with 5 games played and 2 goals. Then Luis Diaz with the same stats. Maximiliano Araujo for Uruguay, same one, same with Corbara, and then Jefferson Lerma. Yeah, lovely stuff. And then on to the stats, the top stats, and surprise, surprise, the top assister for Copa America is indeed James Rodriguez. He never goes away. Classmate. Then it is Nicolas de la Cruz. Oh, sorry, it was 5 games played, 6 assists. Then Nicolas de la Cruz for Uruguay, 5 games played, 2 assists, and then a bunch of other 2 assists, which is Alex McAllister for Liverpool, Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea, John Abramburo for, I don't know, then Daniel Munoz for Crystal Palace. Damn, he was doing good. But yeah, that was the Copa America 2024 stats. And everybody, that was indeed the show. And I do not have the music that can play. So does anybody have any closing remarks they want to say about the Euro 2024 final and the Copa America 2024? We could see a Spain versus Argentina finalissima with Yamal and Messi. Imagine that. That'd be cool. That's not clickbait. Didn't already make a thumbnail with that. So yeah, that could be cool, right, guys? Very cool.
Right.
Yep. Thanks, you, Paulinho. I love your support. Okay, well, everybody, I
That
don't
would be
have.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for watching YouTube and Spotify. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share it because without sharing it, you won't know where DePaul is. He's probably behind you if you talk shit about Messi. Yeah. But yes, Rigo, thank you so much for joining, mate. Always a pleasure having you on,
Of
mate.
course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then, Paulinho, thank you for being on as well, too. You are a saint.
Thank you, host. I hope you're feeling okay today, by the way.
I am okay. I don't know what's happening around me, but I'm okay. And then, Mr. Peter the Giant, thank you for joining on as well, too. Is it coming home?
It is coming home.
Love that. No
Appreciate
matter what.
it. Love
Yes.
being on here every time.
No problem, mate. No problem. And then, Rodney, thank you for joining as well, too. Mr. Edward Mendy, love to have you on, mate.
It's good to be back, man. I love the show. Keep it going. Love the energy. I love it forever.
Good, forever. And then, of course, Solomon, mate, thank you for being on as well, too. You are a very pretty princess.
Ooh, thank you very much. You're welcome.
You're welcome, question mark. Yes, and then Agent Dimitri, thank you so much for being on, mate. You are I don't know. That's all. Thank you for being on. That's I guess all I got to say about that. If you want to say anything, that you can go ahead. If you have the same
Yeah.
thing, okay. What do you want to say? Okay, that was it. Love that. Okay, well, everybody, thank you for watching the show. And as we say, everybody, thank you so much for watching. As we say in 3, 2, 1, 1.
One
Love
love
football.
football.
Thank you
You
guys for
hear?
watching, and bye. Bye.